3. Step 3, ironically, is called design. And you will say, well, aren't we designing? Yes, we're designing from the very beginning. This is a process. It's an iteration. We keep evolving the concepts and the ideas. And those concepts, we like to organize them in a way that you can understand it and the entire public can understand them. So design is where we utilize the existing conditions that we've obtained during step 1, also information that we obtained during step 0, initial consultation, and of course, all of the information that you provided during step 2, envision, which is very, very important. What do we do here? You may not hear from us for a little bit, and it doesn't mean we're not working. In fact, we're really working. We're very, very focused. We're generating 2 design options for you. And you will wonder, 2? Yes, we're generating an option that represents generally and clearly what it is that you have expressed. Sometimes many clients have sketches of what it is that they want, and we don't disregard that. In fact, we take it very, very seriously. We want to deliver to you. So we do that one option, trying to comply with codes and regulations and concepts and everything, but meeting your needs step by step. It turns out that once we do that option, we will learn so much about the project and the process that we may come up with some aha moments. Those moments are solutions to problems you didn't see or issues you couldn't foresee. After all, you're not an architect, right? So we will come up with other solutions on that second option, and it's basically your option to another level. I have to say, most of our clients actually agree to that option almost 90% of the time, because it is a refinement of what you've already given us, or another way of looking at it. And then you'll wonder, what, just 2 design options? Yes, you get 2 design options, but we do many options within our office. We're sketching concepts on trace paper and playing with all of the possibilities within your project. But we only deliver the 2 that truly make the cut. If by any reason there is something within those options that's missing within the step 1 and step 2, more importantly step 2, envision, we have to be very accountable for that. There may be a very strong reason why we missed it. And just so you know, most of our meetings are recorded. The reason why is because we really want to deliver. And I'm going to stress this throughout the whole process. We really want to deliver. And if you ask for 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, and we only show 2, there may be a reason why we're doing that. We should not be missing that bathroom, because that's part of your dreams. If it is being missed, we must have a reason why and be able to explain it. For instance, if you want a 7-story home, and we on step 1 and step 2 understand throughout the sites and the conditions that a 7-story home, it's not possible within these bylaws within the district, and we'll get more into that later. So you don't need to understand that. We will explain this is the reason why we can't deliver that. And we may actually stop prior to even designing it. We don't want to be billing you for things you don't need, right? But we do want to listen to you, and we do for sure want to deliver. That's it. We begin doing those design options, and you will receive a nice email from us saying, hello, congratulations, we are ready to present 2 amazing design options to you. It probably won't be like that. It's a typical email we use, but in general, that's the gesture. We're ready to meet, and we're ready to go over the 2 design options that we've generated. We will present the design options to you with their pros and cons, and we'll give you time. Oftentimes, we give within 7 days. But take a look at our contracts. By the time you watch this, our contracts might have changed. So I want you to be mindful of the fact that at the time of recording, this is the truth. We may have other tweaks, because flow doesn't stay static. We keep flowing, we keep growing and evolving. That said, we presented 2 design options, and they will contain everything that you wanted, elevations, perspectives, floor plans, and you may not know, again, much about that, but we will show you what that is, and we'll walk you through it. We really tend to treat most clients, if not all, like if they're beginners, because we're experts. And so that we don't miss anything, we have to just be very thorough and clear. If this kind of level doesn't work for you, you can let us know. I have done projects before, I understand plans, and I understand elevations. And we'll skip through and make sure that we deliver to you. But just understand, we're trying to educate the general public here. And to do that, we have to be thorough and detailed. All right, so things you will not have within the design options. And I'll explain why. You will not have set sizes of members, structures, and elements that tend to take a lot of time and energy to be fine-tuned. What do I mean by that? We will show that we may need a column at X location, but we will not know the size of that column until the last step. Imagine us having to detail 2 design options for a project thoroughly as a construction document set. It will be impossible, and we will just not be within the budget for anybody. It will be very difficult. But once you pick one or the other of the design options, or a combination of them, or one of them with edits, we will be able to then zoom right into that and create a progress permit set, which is part of step 4. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Within step 3, just so that you understand, we will just generally show everything that you wanted, and we will show plans, elevations, perspectives. Depending on the level of service that you've required or requested, those will be detailed to that level. For instance, a Corinthian level project will have probably very nice looking renderings, sharp and colorful. But if it is a Ionic or Doric type of project, you may not even have renderings in color at all. You probably will have some black and white, very simple renderings, right? But that's just one example. It's all about the level of time, intensity, and detail that you require. Okay? So within that set, again, generally we'll define what it is that you want, meaning the necessities that you've told us from step 0 and step 2, utilizing a portion of what it is there, which is very important. What exists is super important to us. We want to be sustainable. So that's it. Once those options are created and you select one or the other, there are a couple of things that may happen. You may travel abroad or meet a friend, or your conditions may have changed. For instance, we've had cases in which a project is being designed around a couple, around a relationship. You may know where I'm going with this. If that relationship was to end, that project will not have the same meaning as it had at the very beginning. That's just one example. If you're designing your home around the love that you have for your partner and you end up breaking up, that will really change everything about step 2 that we've been using to design your home. That triggers what is called additional services, because we will have to basically redesign your home again. That's one example. There may be others, not as tragic as that, but it may be, I no longer need this. I no longer care about it. We've had cases in which the customer or the client or partner decides that he no longer wants to have 3-car garages. He will only have 1. He no longer, and that may happen on a flip of a moment, because that's how life is. Things change. Those will also trigger additional services, and we'll have to charge extra for them. In theory, what I'm trying to say is that if step 1 changes or step 2 changes, step 3 is going to have to change, and we will not be able to deliver step 4 as previously planned. So we redefine, create a change order proposal, send it over and tell you how long and how much to do those changes. To be fair, it's only the right thing to do to ensure that we deliver to you what it is that you want. But it's also fair to us to ensure that we have completed our services. We can only guarantee that we've completed our services when we can go through that checklist of items from the very beginning and have met all of your needs.